In an average 8-hour workday, research shows the typical knowledge worker spends just 2 hours and 48 minutes on actual productive work. The remaining 5 hours evaporate into a constant stream of context switching, shallow meetings, and digital distractions that drain your cognitive energy. Over the next 5 minutes, we are going to physically restructure your digital workspace so that deep focus becomes your default state. To start, open your work calendar on one side of your screen and pull up your digital task board right next to it. We're going to build this system right now. Willpower is a short-term strategy, not a long-term one. Building a physical, constraint-based system moves the burden of discipline away from your mind and into your environment. Step 1 is stopping context switching before it even starts. That means strictly controlling the sheer volume of active tasks sitting on your desk. Before you are even allowed to open your email inbox for the day, look at your task board and identify your top 3 priority tasks. Now, set a strict work-in-progress limit in your task manager. If you try to drag a 4th item into your active column, the system should visually reject it to prevent you from taking on more load. For those 3 active tasks, define exact success criteria. Knowing precisely what done looks like prevents scope creep from adding hidden workload to your plate. By capping your work in progress, you destroy the illusion of multitasking. It forces you to actually complete a project rather than engaging in constant, shallow task hopping. Step 2 is grouping similar tasks together. If you batch your math-heavy work or answer all your emails sequentially, you eliminate the mental drag of shifting between types of thinking. To manage this, we use 2 complementary tools. Blocking protects a specific window of time on your calendar, while boxing puts a hard limit on the duration of a single task. Schedule a 90-minute calendar block matching your brain's peak focus window, or Ultradian sprint. Inside it, create a box. Put a 45-minute timer on a single task and commit to stopping when the clock runs out to kill perfectionism. But do not fill every hour of your day. You must leave 30 to 40% of your workday completely empty to serve as buffer time for the unexpected. Calendar blocking defends the specific windows of time where high-leverage work actually occurs. Step 3 requires recognizing that your limbic system will always crave quick dopamine hits. Those calendar blocks must be actively shielded from external inputs. Close all your messaging apps immediately. Instead of reacting to every ping, schedule 2 dedicated 30-minute boxes later in the day explicitly for asynchronous inbox triage. We use pre-commitment contracts here to remove the choice to be distracted long before the temptation even arises. Either physically remove your phone from your workspace entirely, or open a gamified focus app that locks your device and grows a digital tree while the timer runs. Next, configure a hard desktop site blocker to automatically restrict your access to social media and news sites for the duration of your 90-minute sprints. Increasing the physical friction required to access a distraction makes focus a structural outcome rather than a moment-to-moment choice. Step 4 is crucial because no productivity system survives contact with reality unless a dedicated maintenance routine is built into it. Navigate to Friday at 4 p.m. on your calendar and create a recurring 15-minute event titled Weekly System Reflection. During this block, ask yourself 2 direct questions. What specific actions helped or hurt your focus this week? And where was the gap between your schedule and reality? Finally, identify 1 persistent distraction to remove for the following week and create a rough block of your upcoming Monday schedule. This simple 15-minute loop turns a fragile one-time setup into an evolving, self-correcting engine. Look at your newly structured digital workspace. You have a batched calendar, strict constraints on your work in progress, and active distraction blockers running in the background. Human nature will always default to reactive work if left unguarded, so we have to structure our environment to guide our behavior. By utilizing constraints, blocking your time, boxing out your perfectionism, and locking away your phone, you have successfully made doing your most important work the path of least resistance.